Good day and welcome to the ASA channel, where we look at products that we sell and also other products that's just nice and unique. To begin, let's have a look at the Kirisun PT578. This radio it's not a new edition, but it has been out for quite a while. In this case, we will be having a look at the UHF version. It's 420 to 470 megahertz and it is not full band. So let's have a look. This is kind of, I think it was a previous flagship of theirs, but let's just have a look and see what it looks like. Okay, inside the box, we have the booklet and the little carry strap, which I usually ignore because I don't like it. We have the radio part. We will put that one side, and let's have a look at the battery. Battery that came with it, in this case, is a 1500 milliampere hour battery, lithium ion, and we have the charger, obviously the antenna, and then the charger cup bit. Right, let's have a look at these pieces individually. Looking at the radio, we can see a very distinct feature, that it has like a metal speaker cover, which is very distinctive of this specific model. It is quite nice. I do like it. It looks very professional. It also looks upper class. Yes, I do like it. On the side, we have 3 buttons. The PDT button, which has like a plastic middle part, but it is actually plastic or rubber. And then 2 side buttons. It has a nice feel to it. And yes, I like this end of the radio. Also on the other side, you can see that it is covered, the accessory sockets are covered with just like a rubber dust cap, which do with time eventually break off there if you use it a lot. Nevertheless, it looks quite neat and professional. As far as the rest of the radio goes, there's an SMA antenna, ideal for external antennas. It seems to have an emergency button and nice, very stylish looking knobs with the grey insert. I am worried though that over a period of time, these type of buttons may show wear quickly, because it seems to be made from 2 different plastics molded into one. It looks very stylish. What I am worried about, as always mentioned, is that in this case the buttons are so tall that they haven't made for sufficient shoulder space there to stop whatever will happen if you drop the radio. I don't quite understand why they've done it that way. As you can see, it is not raised up all the way, which means you may still have a problem when the radio falls down. It could damage the button. Nevertheless, it seems as an attempt to fix that common problem on all 2-way radios. Okay, what we also see is that the belt clip has a metal part that screws onto the chassis, which I do like. I do like that design, as it is nice and firm and sturdy. It won't just break out like when it's fixed to the battery. What I don't like about this device is that the latch part, as you can see, the latch part is very intricate and is on the bottom of the radio. So it is basically, it sits inside the plastic housing, which means if you do drop the radio hard enough, that part could break away, causing the battery to not latch in anymore. Let's have a look and see what the battery, how it fits in there. And as explained, there you go. It is a nice fit though. The radio does feel big compared to some of the others. Although it is a small little radio, it does feel big. It's a bit more bulky and not as slimline as some of the other stuff. And once again, I just want to point out that I don't like this battery design, for the simple reason that you could have a problem when the battery, when the radio gets dropped, the battery may not be fixed permanently as secure as you would think it would be. Okay, the antenna supplied is a 400 to 470. It is a full band antenna, which is proprietary to Kirisun, so I suppose they feel it performs well enough throughout the whole band. That's what it basically looks. It's slightly shorter than the antenna.
1, 2, 1.
Okay, that seems to be the radio. The LED that they've got there is I think a tricolor as well. Let's just have a look and see if we can find the monitor button.
Channel 1.
I cannot see. Obviously that was the panic.
1.
I don't know what the programming looks like inside. Does it actually send a panic to a channel or not? This is not the function of this video though. Okay, let's have a look at the charger and how that stands up to what we usually feel. As we move closer, I want to show you that there's a 12 volt 1 amp power supply, and it has the irritating 2-pin prong on it. And having a look at the charging pin itself, it is a normal everyday type DC socket, which makes it easy if you're using a solar site, maybe to just charge it from a normal 12 volt battery, or even if you use a car for a charger. So if you want to recharge it in the car, you can just snip this off and make yourself a charging cable. Okay, next up is the actual charger cup. I see it's got 3 LEDs, one for error, power and complete, and charging. As this is one of the older Kirisuns, I think these pins are slightly thin. That was a big problem on the previous Kirisuns. Let's have a look and see how this performs. Okay, when you switch it on, you will see that the power light comes on, indicating that there is power. Okay, now we know that there's power without doing much about it. We know that the transformer is working, there is power to the whole system, and yeah, okay. If we put the radio in, let's just see. It is not too difficult to get a decent fit in there, but it sits snugly. Yeah, it sits fairly snugly, and I suppose if you use it in a car, you would be able to charge it as well. So there you go. What is my verdict on the PT578 Kirisun portable radio? I like it. It seems premium. It does look the part with the shield over the speaker. I suppose the microphone is embedded in there somewhere. Yeah, I like it. What I don't like about it, it has a bulky feel to it, number one, and also I do not like the latch setup that they do have there. So overall, I would give it a heads up. I also don't like the idea of the attempt they made there, but then they lost the plot totally. So yes, I do like it. if I could give it a rating, maybe the rating would be just purely based on what I see. I would maybe rate this at a 6 or a 7. There you go, your review, unboxed review for the Kirisun PT578 portable radio. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share and subscribe my videos to find all the updates. And yeah, and be sure to post me a note, leave a comment, and I will get back to all the comments made and look forward to what you think.